The family man's darkest secret. They say family is everything. But what if your obsession with family led you to do the unthinkable? What if the same man who devoted his life to fatherhood also plotted cold-blooded murder? Meet Jonathan Hayes. Jonathan doesn't just love kids, he's obsessed with them. He wants as many as possible. Luckily, his wife Emily shares his dream of building the ultimate family empire. And so, they start. First comes one child, then another, and another. By the year 2000, they have 4 kids. But for Jonathan and Emily, that's just the beginning. They keep going. More late-night rendezvous, more newborn cries filling the house. By 2017, their tally hits 10. Then tragedy strikes. One of their children passes away from sudden infant death syndrome. Heartbroken but undeterred, they do what they do best, have another baby. Back to 10. The Hayes family is a picture-perfect religious household, devoted to faith, discipline, and, apparently, expansion. But even with 10 kids, Jonathan still isn't satisfied. One day, while on a road trip in their RV, Emily stumbles across a post on a homeschooling forum. Another couple, Daniel and Olivia Carter, are struggling. They have 6 kids and can't care for them all. They need help. Emily doesn't hesitate. We'll take them. The Hayes and Carters meet, and Jonathan and Emily drive off with 5 of the 6 Carter children. The one left behind? A special needs child the Hayes simply opt out of. Please subscribe, share, comment, follow, like, and save. We loves you all. The family man's darkest secret too. Now their household is bursting with 15 kids. They homeschool them, enforce strict rules, and keep their home spotless, mostly by making the kids clean. Surprisingly, the Carter children seem happy there. Meanwhile, the Carters regret giving up their kids. They stay in contact, visiting twice a year. But as time passes, the Hayes decide their 19-square-foot house isn't big enough. So they move from Washington to Texas. And while they're at it, they make the adoption official. The Carters, now feeling the full weight of their loss, react in the most bizarre way possible. They have another baby, and then, inexplicably, they move closer to the Hayes in Texas, as if they can undo their past choices. Then they have another baby. Jonathan and Emily can't wrap their heads around it. You gave away 5 kids, and now you're having more? Resentment brews. The once cordial relationship dissolves into tension, judgment, and whispers of betrayal. Finally, the Hayes say, enough. They pack up and move again, this time to Utah, and they don't tell the Carters where they're going. By 2020, the Hayes are still expanding. Emily gets pregnant again. 16 kids, plus Jonathan's elderly parents, all crammed into a 7-bedroom house. But that's not the real problem. Please subscribe, share, comment, follow, like, and save. We loves you all. The family man's darkest secret 3. The real problem is the Carters. The feud is now in full force. The Carters start calling in welfare checks, hoping to expose the Hayes for mistreating the kids. The Hayes retaliate by cutting off all contact. The battle lines are drawn. And then, Jonathan Hayes makes a decision that will change everything. He logs onto the dark web. He wants the Carters gone. He finds a hitman for hire site, submits his request. He even uploads photos of Daniel and Olivia Carter, sends a $16,000 Bitcoin payment. Then panic sets in. What am I doing? He cancels the order. The next day, he changes his mind again and resubmits the hit. This time, he even asks for a discount, since both targets live in the same house. But here's the thing. That hitman site? It's a scam. Some guys in Romania pocket his Bitcoin and disappear. But Jonathan's problems are far from over. Unbeknownst to him, a British hacker has been monitoring that fake hitman website, and he's been feeding all the information to TV producers making a crime documentary. And the FBI, they track the payment, trace the messages, and then, bam, Jonathan Hayes is arrested. He takes a plea deal, 7 years in prison. And Emily? She's left to raise 16 children, alone, with no money, no support, relying entirely on charity to survive. A family built on faith, numbers, and control, reduced to chaos by a desperate decision. Some people dream of having it all, but sometimes too much is just too much. Please subscribe, share, comment, follow, like, and save. We loves you all.